Now we will discuss, should we take a loan? Now, if banks are giving you loan at a low interest, for example, agriculture loan is maybe 3% interest. And if you make a fixed deposit, you get an interest of roughly nowadays 6%. So if your loan is less than fixed deposits, you must take, because this money, if you make a fixed deposit to the bank, you have to pay 3%, but bank will be paying you 6% in the fixed deposit. So you will earn money. But if your loan amount is more than the fixed deposit, for example, fixed deposit is 6%, but bank is giving you loan at, let's say, 8 or 9%, and you need this loan to buy a car or a house. So should you take, and you have the funds with you, you need not take the loan. And this loan has got an interest rate which is more than this. So should you take this loan or no? So that you have to decide. If you take this loan and you can invest that money in some other venture like business or in property, then it is up to you. You can take that chance. So this is about loan. Now about inflation. Inflation is the increase in price of a commodity after 1 year. So any commodity, let's take pair of shoes or jeans, if they are costing today 100 rupees and after 1 year 110 rupees, that means inflation is, in percentage, inflation is 10%. So banks usually give you fixed deposit which is 1 to 2% more than the current inflation. Now, for example, current inflation is about 5% nowadays, and nowadays banks are giving me a fixed deposit at 6%. If banks do not give you fixed deposit at 6 and they give you at a rate which is less than the inflation, maybe 4%, then no one will make fixed deposits. What the people will do is they will buy commodities, and after 1 year they will sell that commodities at 5% extra. So that's why fixed deposit is 1 to 2% more than the inflation rate. And if bank give you loan, that loan will be 1 to 2% more than the fixed deposit. So your loan, car loan or housing loan, whatever, will be more than the fixed deposit by 1 or 2%. So if fixed deposit nowadays is 6%, loans now banks are giving you car loan and housing loan at about 9% or 8%. So this difference, 2 to 3%, that is the earning of the bank. Now, why does this inflation occur? Can it be zero? So inflation, it can be zero, but why it has got some value is because whenever you take a loan, the bank gives you loan at a certain interest, 9% or whatever. If bank give you interest free loans, that is at 0%, then inflation will also be zero. In Europe and US, inflation is about 2%, and therefore the fixed deposits are roughly 3%, and bank loans are roughly 4% because their inflation is less. So less inflation is good for the country. Now why does inflation occur? Why it's not zero? Because banks are not giving you interest free loans. For example, if banks have printed only 100 rupees note, only one note, and they give you at a 10% interest. So after 1 year, you have to return to the bank 110 rupees. Now, in circulation, there is only 100 rupees total circulation. So where you will get 10 rupees extra. So bank has to print another 10 rupees. So that's why the more you print, the more is the inflation. If bank had given you interest-free loan, they had given you 100 rupees, and after 1 year you have to return back at 0%. So you have to return back 100 rupees. They don't have to print notes, and the inflation would be zero. So that's why in US and Europe, inflation rate is less because your banks are giving you loan at a less percentage. So inflation is also less. Another thing about inflation is that if if everyone returns their loan, whatever loan is pending today to the banks, then all the money which is in circulation in the full India or full world, all that money will go to the banks. And the money in circulation outside the banks will be nil. That is another thing about economics.